Subtide Pod Eaters. So, recently a bunch of new gauntlets came out, including the Fantasy Gauntlet, and I decided to play them instead of doing something actually productive with my life, like, I don't know, touching grass or some dumb bullshit like that. Now, most people don't like the gauntlets all too much, and honestly for pretty justified reasons. The majority of gauntlet levels are either pretty bad, do not fit the theme of their gauntlet whatsoever, or are just hella mid. Luckily, this and many of the other new gauntlets managed to break this trend by being, actually good. So let's look into it. And also ignore the fact that I'm around 2 weeks late to this. Also, this is my first time making an actual commentary video, so sorry if the quality is, even worse than Thinking Space decoration. First off, we have Dreamy by Dehanner. Ignoring how I probably botched Dehanner's name more than Riku LP botched Blade of Justice with the nerfs, this level is really neat. It gives off sorta childish vibes, reminds me of when I was 3. It's pretty chill and I really don't have any issues with it visually. It's overall a pretty solid level visually. The gameplay is also pretty good. It's fairly sight-readable, which is good for someone like me who is very, very poor-sighted. You basically have to be completely retarded to find this level not sight-readable, so yeah. There was one issue I had, which was there's this random-ass, piece of deck that looks like a portal, but just isn't. It's hella awkward, and I genuinely do not know why they didn't just make it a gravity portal. They definitely would have, barely changed, so I genuinely don't know why that wasn't done, but gameplay is still overall pretty good, and I'd say that also it just overall, this level fits the gauntlet well. Though it feels more whimsical than fantasy, but that might just be a me thing. Still, pretty good level. Next we have Magic Valley by Girly Ale. I actually already knew about this level before. It was in the gauntlets, as it was, I believe, a day level at one point, and I did play it then, because at the time I was playing day levels to prevent myself from losing more mental sanity with lost existence. And at the time I liked it, but I didn't really care for it that much, and my opinion still remains the same. This level is well made overall. It's very well made, but I don't know, it's probably just not my cup of tea. I didn't really care for it all that much. But it is a very good fit, though, that's for sure. It does give off very fantasy vibes, and I think it is a perfect fit for this gauntlet. Plus, it is decently accessible. And it's not absurdly unsight readable. So I'd say it's a pretty decent fit. Again, I've already said Deco is pretty good, but I don't really have much to say about it besides it being just good. But that's about it. And the gameplay is kind of mid, I won't lie, but it's tolerable, and I'd say it's decently accessible. So yeah, overall, good fit for the gauntlet, definitely. Just on its own level, I kind of don't care for it all that much. Still definitely a good level, though. Next we have In-Depth Steiner by Zach, which is a 4-star? Oh god, I'm scared shitless. This is such a big difficulty increase. Oh, I'm gonna shit myself. This is gonna take longer than Lost Existence. Oh god, I'm gonna fucking shit all over the place. Okay, but in all seriousness, this level is really, really good. Legitimately, really fucking good. I am incredibly biased because it uses a song from Legend of Zelda, and it's common knowledge that if you use a song or if you give vibes from a video game franchise I like, then I'll just automatically like the level more. Half the reason why I like Apollo 11 so much is just because it gives me, Metroid and Star Fox vibes. Doesn't mean all my fucking critiques are probably worthless. Yes, but I'm fairly sure they should already be obvious that they're worthless considering I literally like Launchpad Labyrinth, so that's on you for fucking not realizing. Onto the visuals, they look really good. They're simplistic, but are just really well made. Plus, there's a ton of Easter eggs. Like this Dominican flag. These little pirates who have definitely committed some mass war crimes. This little snail, I guess. And what appears to be somebody's penis after eating way too many blueberries. And all of this just makes the level feel really alive, and it's just really good. Plus, the gameplay is really fun as well. Not, amazing or anything, but it's just really fun. Overall, this level's just, this level's peak is all I can say. This level's just really, really fucking good. Plus, it fits the theme of the gauntlet pretty well, I'd say. So, yeah, this is, really, really fucking good. Plus these little monkeys are
Also, kind of funny how there's
so.
a sign saying just lake, like, ah, yes, my IQ was too low to identify that this is indeed a lake. This was very much needed. Thank you so much. My 7-year-old brain really needed this sign. Thank you. Next is Voyage by Autonic. And I think I'll just preface this by saying this is without doubt my favorite level of the Gauntlet. It's just chef's kiss. Everything about it is so good. I like how it just kind of like it is a voyage. You go through multiple different like little themes. It's just it's so good. It feels so. It just I don't know, bro. It's so good. That's all I can really say, dude. Also, the gameplay is really fun and it's fairly sight readable. It's just I'm not saying much, but just generally, it's all just so fucking good. Like, just oh, it's so good. Like, I think it just generally just nails everything. This level's like either a 9 or 10 out of 10. I legit love Soul so much. Plus, it fits pretty well in, I'd say, with the whole theme of the Gauntlet. So, yeah, I'd say this is probably the best. No, definitely the best one out of it. So, yeah. Finally, we have United by Yunzor, and I'd say this is a pretty good send-off for the Gauntlet. It's just a really good level. Its style is very like cartoony, sort of. It's very like bright, cartoony, kind of like what you find like a kids show. It's really sweet looking and it's nice. Also, it's pretty sight readable again. There's another level that's just you can sight read it pretty well. It's I don't know. This level is just really solid. I think it's probably like my third favorite of the Gauntlets, only behind the previously mentioned two. It's just I don't know. It's just oh the law of these. There's not much to say. I will mention though, for some reason later on the level, this giant butterfly thing develops like a fucking facial tumor. I did not know that goddamn skin cancer was canonical in GD, but I guess it is now. Also, there's this bit where this little butterfly thing lifts me up, which makes no fucking sense, because I weigh more than the average fucking sheep. So, either this butterfly decided that physics can take a fat middle finger, or they've just been hitting the gym and they're ultra fucking buff or some shit. Alright, that was obviously a joke, but yeah, overall this all is just really good. I think it's a pretty good send-off to the whole Gauntlet. So, yeah, I guess. So, what do I think of the Gauntlet? Well, I really like it, obviously. I've said this before, but yeah, I just think I think it's just a really good improvement overall from the older ones. The older ones were pretty shit, but these newer ones are honestly going hard, and hopefully they can continue with this trend. So, yeah. I'm terrible at outros, holy fuck.